Hi, this is Jamie from the Certified Photographer Academy, and today I'm going to talk about how to study for the CPP exam. I would suggest definitely getting some material to study for the exam. I've met some photographers who have been photographing for several years, and they think, oh, I know all this stuff. I'm going to be able to ace. I'll just walk in and ace this exam. And unfortunately, I know several of them who have not passed. So I would get some material for sure. I think the starter material, the first place to start is to get the photography book. The photography book, you can get this on Amazon. It runs, I think, retail about $120, but that may change. I always check my website for the prices and that, but you can get this on Amazon, or you can get it a used book, or even some people have gotten it from the library. It is a mother of a book, though I have to say. It's 400 pages. So it's got a lot going on, a lot of good information. It's a great, just a reference tool for later on, but it is a big read. So I would suggest, in addition to that, more interactive learning would be the Certified with Sandy forum, which is a great forum. There's good and bad things about it. There's some great experts on there, and they're really helpful. Experts. And they're really helpful, and there's a lot of good information, but you can spend so much time on that forum. One night I spent 2.5 hours, and there was some great information I got from it. You know, the exposure equivalence chart, and there's some great questions from other people who are studying for the exam. So I think it's a really good resource. Just, you know, watch your time, and time is so important. I mean, we're trying to run a business here, and I don't want to spend, you know, 2.5 hours on a forum when I can get it more efficiently another way. So the other resource I would say would be a study group. You can find a study group right on the Certified with Sandy forum. You can go into there, and they've got a bunch of study groups who are interacting and talking on that. You can also contact, go on to the certifiedphotographer.com. Oh no, I wrote over it. I'll write this later on the post, but certifiedphotographer.com is a website where you actually do declare your candidacy there and that, and they have a list of liaisons. So that's how I found my liaison, and he was wonderful, and he showed me where the study group was locally, and I'm still friends with some of the people in the group today, which has been awesome. So that was a really great resource, the study group, because then you can actually talk about what's on the exam. The other thing that I did was I did afterward create a study guide that's on this website, and this is kind of a shameless plug for it, but I did work really hard on this, and so this is 400 pages, this book. This has just the highlights for the chapters, and it's 162 pages. So it's got a lot of great material in it where it covers each chapter, except for 18. 18 is a history chapter, so 18 you don't need to know the history chapter, even though I read it anyway because it was really cool and I learned all this stuff. But anyway, that's a side thing. So but with each chapter it's tied to a cake, a type of cake, so you can remember the chapters. Here's a candle. Work with me here. I was not a graphic designer, I'm a photographer. So, but anyway, it goes over each chapter, and then you have a quiz, which is so awesome. 5 questions after each chapter. And then at the very end, after you go through all the chapters, which I would suggest reading the chapter in this book, this one here, and then reading the highlights in here. So reading the chapter, then doing the quiz, and after you have all the chapters done, at the very end of this is 100 practice question exam. So then I would sit down and act as if you were taking the exam, uninterrupted, 2 hours, sharpen those pencils, and take the exam. And then I have all the answers at the end, so don't look until the end. And then you can find out, you know, if you've passed and did the 70 correct, and also you can go back, and then after the answers I cite each chapter. But that's for another video. I will definitely go into that in another video, how the study guide whole works. But in essence, I guess the base is that there's 4 main areas. Of course, the best resource is going to be this book. It's the biggest, but it has all the information, almost completely essential for the CPP exam. The form is next. It's interactive. Meeting with people in a study group makes you accountable. You can do tests in your study group. You can have speakers come in. I mean, it's such a great resource. You meet other photographers in the industry. I mean, it's just awesome. And then also a study guide is just a supplement, something I want to give back because I'm a big firm believer. I feel like I use so many other free resources and also some paid ones to do this. So I do want to give back to the community and the study guide, so that helps a lot too. So I hope this helped you answer some questions about how to study for the CPP exam. And thank you for listening.